Hello, in the previous lecture I was able to create a Wikipedia page object using this code and then extract the summary of that Wikipedia page like that, and then extract the list of the URLs of the images contained in that Wikipedia page. That's the list page.images, and then I extracted the first image. Actually, the first URL of the image. To be able to get the actual image on our local project directory, we want to apply some code that downloads a file given a link, a URL. How do we do that? We do that using the requests library, which you can download from the settings, project interpreter, add a new library, requests, like that. That's the library. Install package and close the windows. Import requests and the library is immediately available. In this session I also have available the page.images link, that link. For my convenience I can store that in a variable. So link equal to page.images. So link now it's just a string, a URL. Like that. Okay, now how can we use the request library to download a file? Well, we do create a request object first, using the get function, which as input should get the URL of the file on the cloud, on the web. But in this case we have the variable, so we just pass link there, which means we are passing this string, that's URL. And that will create, you can check with type, that will create a response object. So just like the function page returns a Wikipedia page object, this get function returns a response object. What can we do with that response object? That's the question. Well, we can get its content with rec.content. So it does have a content attribute. And this is the content. So that's our image. Yeah, looks nice, nice beach. I like the waves here and the sun shining over them. Okay, I'm just kidding. These are bytes. So every kind of file is represented by bytes in computers, which is basically some sort of very low level language. And the reason they show like this in here is because this interface is text-based. We cannot see an image with the terminal program, with a Python shell, which is basically based on the terminal. So you can see that type of rec.content is bytes. Now, how do we see a human representation of these bytes? A human representation, in other words, is the JPG image in this case. Well, we need to create a file. Let's say the beach.jpg. Make it readable so that we can write content in that file. As file.write, and inside the write goes the content we want to write in that JPG file. So Python will create, up to here, it will create an empty JPG file, and then here we populate that empty file with content, which is rec.content, like that. Execute again to end the block of code, and now you should see in the working directory if we got anything new. If not, try to make a reload like that, and now the beach.jpg is displayed in here. Yeah, that's the image. That was the image we also saw in this URL, and we have downloaded it successfully, and we can display it in our PyCharm editor. You can also open it in your file system and display it with your program. It's just a JPG file. Okay, that's how you can download a file from a URL with Python. I hope that makes sense, and in the next video I'm going to insert this code into our main.py file so that our program works and is able to download and display the image in the graphical user interface. So see you in the next video.